So let's talk about using market research. And again, when I was taking my orals for my PhD, that was one of the questions that they asked me is, if you were teaching a principles of marketing class, what would the role of research be? And my answer was, and I passed, so I'm going to guess it's good, is I don't expect you to be a PhD in market research, but I want you to be an informed consumer. I want you to be able to, if you see a research project, to be able to look at that and say, is this valid? And is this something that I could use in my project? Or is this, pseudo research? Is this something that was so badly done that it's not useful to me? And then once you've got that, take the research, and this is, for example, a lot of times even I see this, where they'll report in the media, somebody just published a study that shows that chocolate cures cancer. In most cases, when there's good reporting, they will also include a link or the source of the survey. And in most cases, you can follow that link and actually get a copy of the survey or contact the researchers. Many times, especially if it's academic researchers, they're happy to share the results. So you can actually see not just the top line that was reported in the media, but you can see the report. So does it relate to what you're talking about? Does it have face validity? Based on are the questions consistent with what the research question was? Does it, double barrel? Does it seem to be biased? Is the results informative? And then if it is, then just take a deeper look. What kind of research did they use? Were there any issues with the research that would be an issue? Questions on using research. That was like the shortest section ever. Okay, I'm going to continue on. Yes, oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was thinking that how do you know if it's like valid research? Because for example, you're asking about teenagers if they prefer blue or red.
Uh-huh.
So if they say they prefer blue, that doesn't mean that the people that said they prefer red would not buy it if it was blue.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So how do you know if it's valid or not?
So that's great. So the question is, how do you know that the research is valid? If I see in the media, for example, a report that says teenagers prefer blue, then I would, if I could, get my hands on the research project and see, we talked to 3 teenagers outside of a community center, and 2 of them said they like blue. Is that valid research? Or if we conducted a series of 30 surveys in 20 different high schools over the course of 2 years, and with 15,000 respondents, this was the result, would that be more likely to be valid? So again, that's what I'm talking about. If the top line seems to be useful, then dig in a little bit just to make sure that it was real research, and even if you can get the questions and see, was color the only thing they looked at, or do they look at color versus flavor in a conjoint situation? So if the top line is interesting, then do the digging, but if the top line doesn't relate to what you're doing, then let's move on, because you've got other things to do with your life.